Hello and welcome back, everybody. It is time for some shiny Reshiram hunting. Yeah, we are back, and the schedule for the next couple of days is gonna be a little bit wonky. Mostly because I'm still figuring out my work schedule. My work schedule is from 9 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. and I don't actually know, what times I will be like turbo awake and like actually, in a decent mental thinking capacity, I guess is the best way of phrasing it. Is this on the actual, is it the correct thing, right? Yeah, okay, default, that's actual, right. Having experience getting a notification to stream isn't at 12 a.m. Yeah, it is. Again, the stream time is in flux. The streaming times are very much in flux. So that is how things are working at the moment. But yes, we are still working on things, and let's go. Well, all right, that's gonna be good. I very much, this is also probably gonna be a bit of a shorter stream than normal. Again, we are still kind of working out the bugs and the kinks with the new time. So there is that. But yeah, we are doing things. Ooh, Zudo, I'll take that. Yeah, we are kind of working out the bugs with the system. Which is why it is very important, if you guys haven't done so already, to leave a like on the stream and subscribe for more. Because we do gotta rebuild our placement in the algorithm. Not only Honorable Pond. Should not pick. None of these are really good. I mean, I guess Dura's the least bad option. I would love a skip button for these YouTube ads. Yeah, I don't know why there's there's unskippable ones. But the reason why we have done the ads now is I've actually noticed something that's kind of the opposite for a while. Is YouTube will push the video more if there is if you have ads on, which is better overall for the channel. Because again, in the end, the channel is grow the channel. Hello there, Chaz. I'm doing very well. Got a job, so I will be starting that tonight. And more than that, we are figuring new things out. No, the ads are important. I'm not playing, but I am playing the own people. Yeah, where was a Gmax? Gmax shiny. Very nice, Jesse. Very nice. Of course, speaking of the belt, speaking of the stuff. You can move with actual got about trash. I also like Gmax Dura, but I mean, granted, a large part of my feelings are because Gmax Dura, as with most Gmaxes, is actually pretty bad. See, that's something to always remember about most Gmaxes. They are actually significantly worse than the standard Dynamax, which I actually like that is the case. For a very long time, I have maintained and will continue to maintain unique super mechanic gimmicks for individual Pokemon is not a good system. Because it shows selective favoritism that will oftentimes, make certain Pokemon that are fan favorites more harder. Yes. Well, to a degree, you didn't really see a whole lot. Okay, Blastoise and Venusaur were a bit different. You didn't see them as much competitively. You really mostly saw not Mega Charizard. You really did see the Gmax Charizard, but a thing to always remember about Gmax Charizard is this. Whether or not Charizard got a Gmax, it wouldn't really have changed how strong that Charizard as a Dynamax would have been. Now, did the Gmax help it? Oh yeah. G-Max Wildfire really did give it a big bonus. But if you just use a regular Dynamax Max Flare on it under Sun, it still would have done a lot of the same damage, because in the end, Charizard was primarily just a beat stick. Now, did the G-Max help? Definitely. But without the G-Max, would it still have been a force of destruction? Very much. But yeah, no, it's really, the Kanto starters and G-Max Colossal were kind of the big G-Maxes that were actually good. And even then, G-Max Venusaur and G-Max Blastoise were not, you know, really as prominently used. You saw a bit of them, but you really saw, of all things, actually, Blastoise G-Max was used for stall. No play comp, but I imagine max flare settings, all that power would be pretty dang good. Well, the thing is, well, okay, that's kind of actually another reason for it, is Charizard, when it was used competitively, you weren't even running max flare anyway. Because if you're running Charizard in, especially doubles, you're running Charizard on a competitive Sun team with something like a Torkoal, with something like a Groudon, with something that is automatically setting Sun for even like a Sableye that has Sunny Day, or a Whimsicott with Sunny Day. You're not really running a Charizard that is setting its own Sun. So the Sun is basically already default going up for the Charizard, which is another part of the reason why having Max Flare on Zard was kind of useless. A good comparison of this actually is, look at Rillaboom. Rillaboom basically doesn't use what is it, G-Max Drum Beating, or G-Max Drum Solo, I think is what the name of its G-Max move is. The reason why it uses that over it uses Max Overgrow is its ability already sets grassy terrain. So having a move that sets grassy terrain for it is more than a little redundant. Fun move, that's very nice, someone. Very, very nice. I'm gonna go some soft close, batteries almost game ended. I feel that. I feel that. But yeah, no, did the G-Max help? Definitely. But did the G-Max, like, completely revolutionize everything? Not really. But yeah, it was a thing. And, I'm still glad, again, I am glad that G-Maxes are generally, on the whole, worse than the regular Dynamax. Like, the best example of this, and, like, one thing that I will always forever point to for why it is this is a good thing, look at G-Max Corviknight. Also, if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. It is the best way to help support the channel out, is G-Max Corviknight. G-Max Corviknight with G-Max Windrage. What G-Max Windrage does is insane. It removes entry hazards on both sides. It removes Light Screen, Reflect, Aurora Veil, terrains. It removes so much. You know, it's a damaging version of Defog, which is a fantastic, fantastic thing. However, you would never see anyone running a G-Max Corviknight in competitive. The very simple reason for that is, hey Austin, how you doing? The very simple reason you never saw anyone running G-Max Corviknight is Max Airstream was just better. Getting a speed boost, even just one stage on an ally or on itself, is leagues more valuable than hazard removal, screen removal, terrain removal. It's just not even comparable. And that kind of shows the degree to which, like, just individual stats are kind of huge. I'm kind of hoping NPC doesn't switch here, but you never know. Of course they did that, of course. Wasn't too bad, but some were dangerous, like G-Max Dreadnought. Well, G-Max Dreadnought can't set up rocks, and it can't set up rain at the same time. It's one or the other. It's either you have rain with Max Geyser, or you have rocks with Max Stone Surge. You can't have both. And that's actually one of the many cases where, like, the G-Max was worse. Because it already gets Stealth Rocks. Are you going to really burn your Dynamax just to set up Stealth Rocks? Or are you going to use your Dynamax to set up a Pokemon that has Swift Swim with rain? You know, that's the kind of thing you gotta do. That's the mental calculus you gotta be rolling around. in this case, one of these is by far more valuable. The setting up range for your Swifts with the user is far more valuable than having access to a just stealth rocks, a glorified stealth rock set. That's also the reason why you never saw Steel Surge G-Max Copper Raja, because, well, for the most part, Steel as an offensive type is pretty garbage. I love my Steel types. They are my babies. But offensively, Steel is not a very good typing. And even Copper Raja can't really take advantage of body press, because it's a Steel type that doesn't have a high physical defense. Hello, the Lindsay Hopper, welcome. Yeah, it's, again, the G-Max thing was a very good way of how you do a super mechanic. Now, okay, here's the way to phrase this. G-Max was a good way of how you do customized super mechanics for individual Pokemon, because on the whole, the individual super mechanics were worse than the lock, stock, standard version every other Pokemon got. But all of that is still under the umbrella of super mechanics on their own are not good. That is what I'm trying to say. I wish I could help, but I would. Understandable, Lindsay. Understandable. That's actually the reason why we have a more awkward streaming time than usual, is I actually have my own job later today, so I feel that. And if you guys haven't done so already, don't forget to leave a like on the stream and subscribe for more. Okay, we got to Reshiram with full lives. This was actually not bad for us, but I mean, except out being obliterated, unfortunately. Thankfully, it doesn't have pressure, so I get 5 usages out of Stone Edge. I don't need to conserve them. No need to super conserve them. Stone Edge. If I can land this, that would be ideal. I mean, if the frickin' Obstagoon can land a Screech, that would be perfect. Sorry, I couldn't say up on it. Nah, it's all good. It's all good, Neo. Yeah, I'm very glad I managed to get the Keeper's Sword before we lost on Shadows yesterday. And you didn't stick around long enough to see it. But I broke my record for highest round on Shadows of Evil last night. So I have set a new personal record in Zombies for a map, which is good. I'm very, very thoroughly pleased. I am very, very thoroughly pleased by that. Broke no record. Oh, yeah, my previous record for highest round on Shadows of Evil, I believe, was like 29. Now it is like 29 or like 30 or 31. Now it is 33. So we got that. Yeah, we did that. It was good. When we do our zombie streams, I kind of want to try and break my record for highest round on maps going forward now. But we're gonna figure that, we're gonna figure out as we figure out. So that's gonna be fun. We are gonna fluff around and find out. But yeah, I mean that's kind of the main thing. Is one of the reasons I kind of made some losses there was because I just kind of, my brain just paced because I was tired. Once I readjust my sleep schedule, I think we'll be better soon. Game gave me a crazy idea of the monster character face off. Yeah. Oh, just Zombies as a game is great. I generally do better when people play like Black Ops Zombies, but like the Black Ops 2. Wait. Black Ops 1 is ideally the best one to start with, because overall, Black Ops 1 had a good balance. Amen. Black Ops 1 has a good balance of like a good stuff to not good stuff that gives a lot of enjoyment to when you pull something out of the box that is not good, and then you pull something that is good. So there's that. Black Ops 3, and I'm probably gonna make a whole video on this at some point, because one thing, no shiny. One thing I am kind of thinking about is technically impossible, but yeah, I mean, not really. Possibly. One idea I am kind of thinking about rolling around my head a bit more is the idea of going back to video content primarily on the channel, with like streaming on the weekend or like in a free time. So we are kind of, you know, figuring things out. But yeah, we are still working on it. And I want to make a video on zombies, because I do really love Call of Duty Zombies, and, you know, kind of getting back to that idea. The lobby is up now if anybody wants to join in. Hello, Jack. But yeah, no, we are working on a number of ideas. Because in the end, the channel is made by both you guys and us. So what is best for both of us is kind of the main thing. And I mean, I also just... Streaming will kind of bring up mythology with the Hydra cannot game end. Hercules burns the thing because it was immortal. Well, yeah, no, he like cauterized the stump and then like put a rock on it to trap it. Yes. Yeah, you cauterize the stumps so that they can't. Yes, stream on the weekend. That's fine. Yeah, again, it's figuring out the it is figuring out like the ideal time for everything is going to be the tricky part. Zombie Hunter. I mean, Zombie Hunter sounds interesting. The Hollow Cure streams popping up in my feed these days in stream. All my mind could think of is people are going to be disappointed with the updates. That's going to hate it, go all the way and go wrong with the dumpster fire is. Kay's cracking under Kayla's expectations. Huh? Please elaborate. No, how to fight Reshiram. Don't worry, I do that anyway. I do that anyway, Tab. Yeah, Reshiram, Fire Dragon, only weak to Dragon, Rock, and Ground. So, we're going to focus on getting Rock and Ground types. Speaking of Rock types, I'll take that Dreadnought. Leiron, very good. That is what we like seeing. You know what? Go for the Skarmory just so the NPC doesn't take something weak to fire. And then you're just going to swap that out. That was good. That was good. So now we at least have a means of getting rid of something. If we can get a rock or a ground type, that would be absolutely perfect along this. I see. Okay. I see things. I see things. Good. Now what are those? That is a Piloswine not having any ground moves. What is that? Is that? What ground type is that? Stunfisk. Okay. We'll go Thievual. We'll go for the Thievual. So, you're gonna swap out for the Stunfisk when we get to it. Because the Stunfisk is Stunfisk things. True, I'll probably go to work, the Nooks of Logic Zombies being well, again, there is the other idea that, like, you know, a zombie biting you transfers the zombie infection, and then, like, because, like, the zombie infection doesn't game end everything. It like, overtakes again. It depends on the way in which the zombie, you know, actually works. Where there are versions of zombies where you're not technically game ended, but it changes, like, the way you operate and the way you actually behave. So you have, like, the zombie traits, but you're still technically quote-unquote alive. And then there are, you know, the true ungame-ended, where they are game-ended and then they are resurrected through some means, and then they are mindless life creatures. So it kind of goes either way. And it could just be like, well, like, yo, the zombie bites you, and then, like, it does something to you where it game-ends you, and then it resurrects you. And, like, because a Hydra gets game ended by, like, you know, offense, you know, the cutting off the heads or, you know, bashing them, not, you know, something that's like magically esoteric. But yeah, no, it could work. Those could be a couple of ways. There could be a couple of ways of things. I know 3 types of zombies. The ones where it is from a bite, one from magic, and one where it spreads through consuming. Yes. But yeah, again, there's a couple of ways of doing things we're working on projects and stuff and things. No switch out for the Thievual. We are not swapping out for the Thievual. Yeah, there's a number of ways for things in that. There's a number of ways. Thievual has been caught. Good. You're not taking this. I mean, if the NPC takes it, that would be good. That would be absolutely... NPC took it. Good. I mean, if they keep this, that's actually really helpful, because Snarl. So, that's actually a handy thing. Let's go for the Lickitung. Let's go for Lickitung. I think it should overall be an easier fight. I know Kadu. Not exactly. That depends. Hello there, King Kai. It depends on which version of zombies, because the different Call of Duty timelines, zombies have different origins. In the Call of Duty Black Ops timeline, it is Element 115, which is like magical and like extra-dimensional properties is what causes the zombies. But in Advanced Warfare, it is the Manticore bioweapon. In Infinite Warfare, it's like zombies in Spaceland, and it's like magic and like the devil and things like that. Again, it really does depend on which zombies continuity you're referring to. Hello there, PSS Kiba. How you doing? How you doing? Alright, shell. Good, you got a debuff. Very good. Very good. Iron Tail did connect, thankfully. Thunder misses. Good, it missed me. That's fine. At this point, I'm just gonna stop questioning COD. Yeah, best policy is just to stop questioning COD zombies. That is a very good policy for things. People use Taunt Oblivious and has no status moves anyway. The wing over. But yeah, no, I mean, I love COD Zombies. It's a very, very fun game. It is simple pleasure. Simple pleasure is, I think, the best way to sum it up. Where... Well, okay, that was before Black Ops 4, which, again, that's kind of one of the things that the video I'm planning on doing kind of delves into, is how zombies went from, like, such a great series into kind of the fiasco it is today, which that really stems from... originally, there was, like, no story for zombies. Switch out the Skarmory for this. Switch the Skarmory out for this. Because originally in Zombies, there was no storyline. It was just unconnected maps where there are zombies, you fight zombies, and you survive. Then they kind of added in like a story after the fact, but it was kind of like, okay, we'll add a little bit of story to flesh out the individual. Like, here's the backstory on this specific location. And then in Black Ops 1, they decide, okay, we're going to tie all of it together. We're going to go for the ground type. And then in Black Ops 2, they added a new timeline and the Agartha Purgatory dimension. And then that's rolled off into the Black Ops 3 storyline. And then Black Ops 4 kind of just force multiplied that thing right to the brain. And now we have a whole new reboot universe. And it's just this whole giant messed up thing. And problems. It's problems. Now, the other part is also mechanical. was they changed the way the zombies game mode mechanically played, which I think that was the lesser sin compared to the narrative sin of just completely obliterating everything we knew and loved about zombies into... Of course, there's static, of course. Dynamax play against Reshiram, I guess, is best option actually is Stunfisk. I guess Stunfisk is kind of our best option against Reshiram. So Dynamax, the layer on against this. But yeah, the main reason I say like the biggest sin that Black Ops 4 committed was narratively was... Again, you guys know me as someone who I do not like overly paying tribute to source material. It's my biggest issue with Pokemon is when they just recirculate everything back to the original. The difference is with zombies, what they did is they actually took the original 4 characters and they game ended that. And their sacrifice was completely irrelevant to trying to save the universe, because in the end they didn't save the universe. So it was like, in the end, everything they did had no meaning. And remember, you also gotta remember, at this point, Black Ops Zombies was a storyline that had been going for like over a decade. Imagine... Like, imagine this. Imagine if when Avengers Endgame came out, the entire story... Like, imagine if, like, Infinity War. Imagine if in Infinity War, it was set up and Iron Man, Cap, and Thor all had to sacrifice themselves to stop Thanos. And then, in Endgame, you find out, oh, those characters sacrificing themselves, it didn't actually do anything. And it was all meaningless. Because that is about the same timetable. It was about a decade. And just all that set up and no payoff. And that was the biggest sin of Black Ops 4. Swap out the Lickitung for this. Because we loved these characters. And they just toss them aside. Again, and it literally just meant nothing. Which, mechanically, I don't super mind the mechanical change what they did with zombies, where they got rid of a bunch of the parts. I actually like a lot of the mechanical changes. I was very glad they got rid of Juggernog. I was very glad they got rid of Double Tap 2.0. I was very glad they got rid of a tab you're switching out for this. Well, no, Black Widow's sacrifice was important. Black Widow's sacrifice was necessary, because without that, they would not have been able to get the Soul Stone to stop Thanos. So that was actually important. But the mechanical changes, I actually didn't mind, and a few of them I liked. The main one is, I've often been very critical of Juggernog as a perk. I've often been very critical of, like, really the original 4-perk loadout. Because whenever you're playing zombies, I don't think she did. I mean, I haven't been keeping up on Marvel. Marvel to me is no longer an entity that I follow. Just go for Metal Sound on the Leiron. Just go for Metal Sound and Dynamax and Stunfisk. But yeah, no, it's... Okay, so here's kind of a thing about zombies. You have these things called perk colas, these, special drinks that give you special abilities. Juggernog gives you extra health. Speed Cola has you reload. Quick Revive, you're limited to 3 of these per run ordinarily. They are self-revived if you're playing solo. If you're playing co-op, they increase your reviving speed of allies. and then double tap 2.0 increases your fire rate by 33%, and it doubles your damage. Which, all of those are really good perks. They're really, really neat. They're very useful. The problem is, you're only limited to 4 perks when you play zombies, unless you are using special things that give you additional perk slots. And there's a lot more than 4 perks on a map. So, and those original 4 are just so good. Again, unless you're playing co-op, you're always getting Jug, you're always getting Speed Cola, you're always getting Quick Revive, and you're basically always getting Double Tap. Again, if you're playing co-op, you're not getting Quick Revive, which gives you a free slot. But at that point, you can't play solo, and not everyone plays, co-op. How did you fudge up, Amazon? What did you do? And the way that Black Ops 4 fixed all of this was Jug, Speed Cola, Double Tap, and Quick Revive are no longer perks. You have Juggernog incorporated you into normally, where before it's 5 hit downs with Juggernog, you now have 4 hits and then you go down permanently. Permanently it is 4 hit downs. You have 4 hit downs for everything, which I like that because early on it gives you a little bit better of a setup option, but later on you do have less health, so it does make that crunch a little bit better. Speed Cola. Now when you get all 4 of your selected perks, then you get your double reload speed. You have a half reload time. Yeah, double reload speed. That's the right way of phrasing it. You now have double tap 2.0 simply in the form of when you repack your weapon, then you get your additional damage. So you have to repack it 4 times, and every time you repack it, you get base damage plus 25%. Then you have Quick Revive, which is now you just get automatically revived 3 times when you go down, and you don't get additional ones. And I like this because it takes a lot of the limitations of the original system and it completely removes them. Now, it does introduce its own new issues, I will say entirely. There are issues. How do you do that? No shiny Febuel, no shiny Lickitung, no shiny Stunfisk, no shiny Reshiram at 15. How did you game in the East? How, Amazon? How? Oh, Amazon. The wall. Okay. Okay. Were your instructions in Celsius? Were your instructions in Fahrenheit and you heated it up in Celsius? Lives up if anyone wants to join in. No, you do not have permission to yeet Amazon into the sun. Amazon is friend. We do not do that to friends. But yeah, the way in which zombies handle a few systems, I actually do like. I did like that Black Ops 4 got rid of a couple of those annoying systems. Like, again, Juggernog, great perk. The problem is it's a crutch. Oh, instructions didn't tell you a temperature. That seems like something that they should have said. Tyrantrum, Chinchino. Chinchino is the pick. Piloswine. I have never. Yeah, that is very understandable. Amazon, that is understandable. Flygon. That is an understandable way of things. Yeah, again, there's a whole plan for that thing. Yeah, that is fair. That is a fair thing. That is a fair thing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for that Palosand. We're going to go Palosand, then we are going to go for the Crustle. We're going to go Palosand, Wartortle, Crustle. We are... We're going to switch out Flygon, and we're going to switch out Chinchino. And Neo, casually calls her stupid in 50 different ways. Me, who just did something for the first time. That's right. If the dip just put a little bit of sugar in the water. I'm so excited to see that mold. Well, yes, but you gotta remember, we gotta go for the actual strategy. We gotta go for the actual stratagems. The actual strats and gems. Again, don't forget to subscribe for more, guys. Don't forget to leave a like on this thing. The best way to help support the channel out. And make sure more amazing viewers like you can find their way. Triple axel go brr. I'm so brr. Scale black. Fellows, and why couldn't you have been behind the Emolga? Yeah, I mean, we would have gone for it that way. We would have definitely gone for that. I do need a shiny Emolga. I very much do. Okay, change of plans. We're swapping out the Piloswine for Palossand. We are keeping Flygon then. We are keeping the Flygon in this case. Ice Sword. Triple Lecture. And well, at least Triple Axle is doing some decent damage. That is at the very least doing some decent damage. Thankfully. Kelly is one of the most hardcore games in all of power. Her endurance streams make self-question how to be able to function so quickly. It used to be caffeine, but eventually got hospitalized for it. The doctor told her to avoid caffeine for her health. Some speculates because her body adapted to produce its own caffeine, and the combination of caffeine and drinking got her hospitalized. That's absolutely terrifying. I can leave it. No. Fire types cannot be burnt at all. Fire types are immune to burn. Just as ice types are immune to being frozen, and electric types are immune to being paralyzed. The only way to burn a fire type is to have a Pokemon that is a not fire type be burnt and then terrestrialize into fire, or have some other effect that changes its typing into a fire type, or have a fire type that terrestrializes or changes out of being a fire type, then be burnt. So, the only way for, say, theoretically, a Cinderace to be burnt is if Cinderace with Libero uses a move, becomes a type that is not fire, is hit by a move that causes the non-fire type Cinderace to become burnt, then switches out and switches back. What about on like Trace? It's not an ability. Abilities are not what determine it. It is you need. Abilities are not what determine being able to burn a fire type. It is a Pokemon that needs to undergo a type change in order for that to happen. We're gonna go for the Wartortle. Again, you need to change the typing of a fire type into something different for it to be burnt. It's not an ability change. Corrosion exists for poison types and steel types and steel types, but it's only with corrosion though. Yeah, again, its Pokemon mechanics are really complicated and very interesting, which is one of the reasons I really like Pokemon. But at the same time, there's also a lot of weird, janky things. There's a lot of really janky things. Again, janky things like that. What if fire type uses burn up? Well, then it's not a fire type anymore. But yes, that's kind of the same thing as the Cinderace thing, where a fire type needs to no longer be a fire type to be burnt. then it needs to be recalled and regain its fire typing. So, like, technically a fire type is burnt in that case, but it was not a fire type when it was burnt. Oh, you know, Synchronize would not do that. That is not how Synchronize works. Well, at least it's holding on. At least it held on. Yeah, it would have been really nice if Synchronize did work that way, but sadly it does not. So pure fire type that out. Burn up R. Yes. If a pure fire type uses burn up, it becomes question mark type. So it is neutrally damaged by everything, and it has no weakness. Yes. You shall shock jackwagon. This literal jackwagon that it were turtle. Literal jackwagon. Durgaron claw. Next claw. Durgaron claw go slouch. And of course we miss. 07s for the Palisand. 07s. Hello there, Miss Crazy Games. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing very well. Hope you're doing very, very well today. I like question mark. That, I think, was probably for bug testing. Yeah, that may have been just for bug testing with question mark type. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, guys, if you haven't done so already. Okay, let's get a healing cheer. That's at least a little bit helpful. Why am I getting in the lead? I've noticed the NPC AI bot often, like, hard targets a certain person. I don't know why. It just does. I understand that. I understand this for the games. You might do that, yeah. Well, again, there's a lot of stuff in Pokemon that is done for bug testing. Like, that's actually one of the reasons why it is in the Generation 4 games. You find Generation... let me see how to word this correctly. In the Generation 4 games, you have Generation 3 Pokemon game battle music. Neo, swap out the Chinchino for this. You in the Generation 4 Pokemon games, you have Generation 3 Pokemon game music done in the style of Generation 4 for bug testing. That's what I'm trying to phrase. We're gonna go for the Crustle. We're gonna go for the Crustle, and then Neo is gonna swap out the Water Turtle for the Crustle. Our Dynamax against Reshiram is going to ideally be either Palossand or Flygon. So, if Palossand can Dynamax this turn, Dynamax Palossand. If War Turtle can Dynamax, Dynamax the War Turtle. If War Turtle is the first Dynamax to be able to, Dynamax the War Turtle. And then we play it by ear. Against the Reshiram, our Dynamax play will, again, either be the Palossand or be the Flygon. And if you're Dynamaxing the Flygon, Flygon is going for Mud Slap. Yeah, just click Water Pledge on it then. Just click Water Pledge. CC tried to sync with the Fuamoko twins. Oh boy, that does not sound good. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Indeed. Indeed, you have the power. Fuamoko syncs are... Sorry. I feel like singing something. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fuamoko-Gojan. Fuamoko is... Yeah, the pink one is Mokoko. pink one is Moko. Did stream like DC for a sec? Wait, you wrong. No, I didn't lose the first shiny Reshiram. I caught it off stream. I caught it off stream, is what happened. Body breath. The yellow wing. Good. Hence why this is a redemption hunt. Oh, we got real lag. Weird. Okay. Okay. So it was, there was a stream DC thing. Okay. YouTube, why are you doing YouTube things? I hope that, okay, so if we get another issue hiccup of things, I guess we will end off, because that is very, very not good. And also technology doesn't do technology things. Okay. That's weird. Yeah, Neo swaps out for this. Yes, Mokoko is the pink one. Fuwawa is the blue one. You can also remember it as Mokoko is the flat one. Mokoko is the flat one. Moko John. Doesn't matter, I will pet both of them. Yes, indeed, they both boosted. Fuawa is the evil one, though. Fuawa is the known evil twin. Mostly from the intrusive thoughts. Okay, what the frick is going on with this? What is actually going on with the stream right now? Excellent connection. It says connection is excellent. What is actually going on with this? Like, everything is saying it is going well. Really? So we do outspeed the Reshiram. I'm okay with this. Okay. Well then, I mean, Flygon does have 10 base speed points on it, so there is that. Fuwawa is cool. Yes, I agree. I very agree. But Fuwawa does have some pretty twisted intrusive thoughts. Yeah, the intrusive thoughts win with Fuwawa. Well, at the very least, we outspeed the Reshiram, which is very, very important. Outspeeding Reshiram is a very important thing. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. We should be fine, mostly. We should mostly be fine. Yeah, okay. We outsped. Well, again, Reshiram is base 90 speed. Flygon is base 100, so, like, that outspeed does make sense. That is a very, that math does track, even with the 5-level difference. Again, I mean, it could go down to natures. It could come down to natures overall, but it is a good thing that we outspeed the Reshiram, because Reshiram is, again, in my opinion, one of, if not, well, okay, not the hardest. Reshiram is well within the top 6 hardest Dynamax Adventure bosses, for a very good reason. Namely, awkward typing and really, really good offensive typing. So it's like, there's really not much that wants to go. Again, it also, again, has the same things of good stats. Like, again, most of the legendaries. But the big one is, like, it's very awkward defensive typing to deal with. Because you have to go with rock types, you have to go with ground types, or dragon types. And dragon types are basically just off the table completely because they're not good at DAs. And ground types, not all of them are the best. And, you know, you have a lot of rock types, but a lot of your rock and your ground types are physical attackers. Blue Flare, good chance of burning, and on top of, like, just, they don't really resist dragon moves well. Also, Reshiram gets Noble Roar, which kind of butt screws things. Yes, I believe Reshiram is either 680 or 670 BST. Let me do a check. I'm pretty sure it is 670. Oh no, it's 680. Okay, it is a 680. Noted. Yeah, 680 BST with 150 special attack, 120 in one defense, 100 in other, I think 100 HP and 90 speed. It's really freaking good. That is true. I've heard Pokepark 2. I've never played it. To fight Reshiram and Zekrom, Reshiram is only 1 weak to one of the types. Electric, fire, grass, water, Zekrom is weak to one. Why is Reshiram weak? That's the whole point of Dragon, is that it is not weak to the base 4 typings. What sense does that make? Take that up to 16 right there. Taking that up to 16. Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably going to have a bit of a shorter stream today. Maybe we only go an hour today. Maybe a bit over an hour. Because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. And, you know, I do kind of need to rest before... Yeah, I do need to... Yeah. No shiny, no shiny, no shiny. Yes, no shiny. I think we'll probably, like, maybe we'll do one more DA. And then we'll end off, because I do need to rest. Again, I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. But, we try, we do stuff and things. Again, tomorrow we will have stuff much more figured out. I will have gotten like a full sleep, a full night's sleep. So this is the heck around portion of the exercise. We are entering the find out portion. So don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we raid is the question. Who do we raid? Is Christian? Oh, Christian's live. Cool. Oh, okay. Members. Okay, that's why. That's what it is. It's member stream. Oh, we Miju. We can go raid Miju then. We'll go raid Miju. Go alert. Dunsparce. Dunsparce is the play. Make sure. Yeah, I am going to. I am going to. I guess Araquanid. Jolteon for helping hand. Yeah, Jolteon for helping hand is the best option we've got. Okay, Lycanroc, I like that. That is a good pickup. We will swap out and Dreadnought. Okay, we're gonna go Lycanroc, Dreadnought, which is the water type, and yeah, we'll go Lycanroc and Dreadnought. I do need, so I guess after that we just go for Skyrim. So we swap out Araquanid, we swap out Dunsparce, and we keep Jolteon for the whole thing. So that is what we do. That was the worst time to add inhibitor. Yeah, the ads. I mean, the thing I'm noticing is the ads are actually like, kind of helping. They are kind of helping. But yeah, we are figuring things out. Again, the hack around portion of the events have gone here to swap something. Yes, we are swapping Dunsparce and Lycanroc. No, we are swapping Dunsparce and Araquanid. We are going to be going with Lycanroc, Dreadnought, and Golurk as our attackers. We will have the Jolteon as helping hand support. So there is that. And our last thing was, so we're going to go Lycanroc, Dreadnought, and then Skarmory for our things we fight. Please defense drop. No. I do love the amount of damage that Golurk does with Focus Punch, but it's such an overly freaking impractical move. It's just not even worth using. It is absolutely hilariously impractical. Like, I mean, that's how a lot of things in Pokemon are. They're just hilariously impractical, as kind of funny as they are. Swap out for this. Swap out for this. Yeah, we are gonna go for we're gonna end off, and we're gonna after this raid, and we're gonna go raid Miju. We are gonna go raid Miju. Yeah, that's fine. The Dunsparce swapping, the Dunsparce doesn't have them and has nothing good. There's definitely nothing good. I just play rough on Great Tusk because it's funny. Well, what would play rough be used to hit? We're gonna go for the Dreadnought. We're gonna go for the Dreadnought. Give us something good for items, please. Give me something good. I would like something good for items. Expert Bow. All right. Okay, Expert Bow. I can take that. I can take Expert Bow. Cool. That was found in the town's water supply. That's not good. That's very not good, King Kai. That is a very not good thing. That is a very not good thing. That's a very not good thing. Don't know, Great Tusk does have a real deal with the price appearance. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are some funny things you can do sometimes, but also sometimes, you know, practicality comes first. At least Thunderbolt is doing some decent damage. Thankfully, Dreadnought doesn't. Please target. Oh, that's not target. Actually, anything that gets hit by that is probably going down. Case in point, I get blasted. Case in point. Case in primitive point. Okay. I'm gotta figure out what we're gonna be doing tomorrow for stream. I'm kind of debating tomorrow is Hollow Cure again, because I do really like that game. But again, I've got no clue. I'm still figuring stuff out. Again, the hack around and find out portion of the event. If Kaiba and yeah, but I would have gotten outsped anyway. I would have been outsped by the Dreadnought regardless, so the entrainment would not have saved me. Problem to Great Tusk, but you can use a base move. Well, the thing is, if Kingdra's out against Great Tusk is kind of screwed regardless. That's one thing that I learned before the end of my conclusion of retiring out of drafting, is it's one thing to have an answer theoretically for other Pokemon, but the reality is if that situation actually comes about, you're already screwed. And, you know, I mean, in draft, there are some times where, like, a switch in call like that can be helpful, but in the actual, like, hard online random metagame, that is not really going to be helpful. You know, it's a thing like that you always got to keep in mind. But again, I mean, it is fun. It is fun. Stuff like that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It is fun to do that. Communicating. Come on. Shellerock. Well, not about the good takedown anyway. We are swapping out Araquanid for this. Araquanid swaps out for Dreadnought. Very good. Okay. Maybe most of that. Maybe mostly fine. No. Okay, so we swap out. We are swapping out the Dreadnought for the this. We are swapping out the Dreadnought for Araquanid. There we go. There we go. Alright. Okay. Last, we're going to go for the Skarmory. Yeah, again, sometimes communication does... I think the, I think online is kind of... I think internet might be struggling a little bit. I think just internet might as a whole be thus struggleizing. We are not taking Skarmory. We are not taking the Skarmory. Not taking the Skarmory here. And should have punch. Let's go with that punch. Let's just go with that. It's super unfortunate that No Guard is the ability that this thing has when it has no move to capitalize. Like, if it had Dynamic Punch over Focus Punch... well, you know, it's no... Well, okay, no, this is Iron Fist, not No Guard. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. So I'm gonna use Stone Edge or Howl versus... Just go Stone Edge. Just go Stone Edge. Just go Stone Edge. Jolteon is just use Helping Hand against the Reshiram. Use Helping Hand on Dreadnought or on Lycanroc. Either of them is good. Oh, you're right. You have weak armor on Skarmory. You've got weak armor. Thankfully, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's fairly weak Pokemon. Good. And that is a very, very nice paralysis right there. Can we get a double drop? Like, we get the defense drop from that, and then that is a triple drop right there. That is what I love to see. I mean, Dynamax play, I guess, would be Lycanroc or Dreadnought, and either of them are good Dynamax plays. So, like, realistically, it does not matter. But both are good. Both are good. I really hope that a Celerock actually knocks this thing. I don't think it will, but it would be really, really fun if it does. It would be really, really fun if it does knock it out. No, not Dynamax here. Not Dynamax here. Remember, we do not need a Dynamax against the Skarmory. Against the Reshiram is where the Dynamax play comes in. Oh, it's so close. So close. Well, again, this is a regular Dynamax Dreadnought. This is the Dreadnought in Dynamax Adventures is not a G-Max Dreadnought. Thunderbolt. Good. No switch. We do not take the Skarmory. I would like a shiny of this though. That is okay. That is what we do. That is what we do. Keeps turning on the road. Strange. It could be internet connection. We should be fine though. We should still be fine. Yeah, Kiba may have AFK for a sec. But it also could be connection issues. It could be connection issues. Don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream if you guys haven't done so already. Alright, let's go for Reshiram. Let's go for the Reshiram. Reshiram should be a nice and easy takedown. But yeah, this is gonna be our last DA because I do need to rest a bit more for work. It's weird saying that. Very, very weird saying that. Blindfolds why the light doesn't bother me sleep. Reshiram is running a bleed, Nora. Hello, Reshiram. Yeah, I mean, readjusting my literal entire schedule is not gonna be fun. But we'll work on it. We'll figure that out. We'll adjust it. Yeah, I think Kiba may be AFK for a sec. I think Kiba might be AFK. I hope Thunderbolt paras the Reshi. That would be great if it does para the Reshi. That would be just absolute chef's kiss if that did happen. That would just absolutely be the frickin' dream. Para, please. Yeah. Oh, good. Stone Edge did connect. Is that a crit? That was a crit. Very nice. When this one gets shit. Well, the thing is, if Kiba is AFK, Kiba will not be able to catch it. Well, I mean, we'll go to no. On the last fight, there is no timer. The last fight, there's no timer for anything. So they will be able to catch it. Scorching Sands. Yeah, but if we get a pair, that would be perfect. If we get a pair, that would be perfect. Okay. Hopefully we all connect. Well, the thing is, we got a crit last turn, and Reshiram used Noble Roar. So even if we all connect, I don't think we knock out Reshiram just because the damage on the Lycanroc is going to be like less than half of what it was last turn. Imagine getting a shiny. Imagine getting a shiny. But yeah, no, we will not actually knock it out because, again, we had a crit and, yeah, see, that's about half the damage of what it did last turn because now it's -1 and it's not a crit. Active Sensory. That's not a good. That is not a good. I'm glad that Stone Edge connected twice in a row. That's rare because it's Stone Miss. And there's the burn, of course. I mean, at the very least, it used Blue Flare on the one Pokemon that double resists fire. So, like, that's good. Not great, but like it's better than any of us getting flambéed. Yes. Yeah, hopefully we can like super crit or something like that. Hopefully. Okay. Okay. We are figuring out, and we are finding out. Yeah. And then we're gonna go raid. We're gonna raid. Hopefully the raid doesn't disrupt. No, don't worry. It won't. It won't. I just need like a little bit of a nap, and I'll be fine. It does not bother that Jolteon as it does in glass can. Okay, I mean, to be fair, both Lycanroc and a Jolteon are both glass cannons. Both of them are very glass cannons. It's just an NPC, like the NPC targeting pattern for raid bosses is very weird. Max Rock Fall. Can we please knock this thing out? I think if I connect and knock this thing out. That is entirely fine. We have nothing of stat bonuses. Well, that knocks me out. That knocks me out. I mean, I feel like Dreadnought and the Sand should be able to... Yeah, the Sand should be able to knock it out here. Sand! It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Absolute sand cinema. That is, I think, gonna be all for today, ladies and gents. We are gonna go raid Miju. We are going to go raid Miju. Ha! Surprise pocket sand! Always surprise pocket sand. Always surprise pocket sand. No shiny Lycanroc. No shiny Dreadnought. No shiny Skarm. No shiny Reshiram. I will see you all tomorrow, where hopefully I have this this stream time thing figured out a little bit better, and I actually have, you know, proper sleep. But I'll see you then. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. Wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. And I'll see y'all then. And don't forget to subscribe for more and leave a like on the stream if you haven't done so already.